Okay, chat, we're gonna watch this eye doctor's what is astigmatism really doing for your eyes. Make sure you subscribe, leave a comment. It's my first video. We're about a month out from school, and I just thought I'd spark up this little live chat right now, and we'll see where it goes. Hopefully it goes somewhere, and if it doesn't, then IP my digital footprint. All right, here we go.
So, have you ever seen the world look like this?
All right. The reason I picked this video for my first one is because I have this problem, and I do not see the world this terribly, as bad as this guy right here, but I do see it bad.
At nighttime, you've seen lights on the back of cars look like this.
And then a lot of people say they have this problem, right? And I don't really, I don't know if I see this problem. I don't know. Even as a youngin', legit, I thought that my neighbors through the window of my house, I thought that it ended up being their TV, but I always thought it was like a computer monitor. But I found out it was a TV later when I put my glasses on. But regardless, I'm getting sidetracked. But I don't know if I really see this ever. I know people do. I think my dad sees it like that, and he has astigmatism too. But
if so, then the last time you saw an eye doctor, there's probably a good chance you heard them tell you
yes, astigmatism. That's what it is. And just to dumb it down really quick, just so you guys understand what it is, super quickly. Basically, our eyes are shaped like circles, right? Or maybe circles. And so basically what happens is that I think there's genetics that have a play. Obviously, I haven't gone to school yet, so I'll let you guys know at the end of the 4 years what it actually does. But from what I understand is people that have astigmatism, their eyeballs are shaped like footballs instead of circles. So they're bent a little bit. And this could happen too genetically, A. B, if you rub your eyes too much. That's why there's a lot of people that say don't rub your eyes. Like parents will say it. My parents said it when I was younger, but they didn't know the reason why. They just had like their Pakistani ways, and I just didn't believe them. There was one summer where I would rub my eyes every night before going to bed. It was like de-stressor for me, which is crazy to think now that I know that it causes astigmatism. Anyways, I did it, went to the eye doctor, and they were straight up, you have astigmatism, do you rub your eyes? And I'm like, I rub my eyes literally every night. And they're like, oh boy, you might have bent your eye too much. You might have ruined your eye. There's like TikTok where it shows an MRI scan of when someone rubs their eye. And if you saw that, I feel like you never do it again. Anyways, let's get back to the video.
So you have
astigmatism.
But wait, what exactly is astigmatism?
This guy has 1 million followers, and I'm trying to get to that.
What is wrong with the eyeball? And should we be worried about this? I'm Dr. Joseph Allen, and today we're going to be explaining everything you need to know.
ODFAAO-DIPLABO. I wonder what that means, but I know what OD is.
Astigmatism, including when you should be worried and what you can do about it. But first, what is astigmatism exactly? Well, the word astigmatism is derived from Latin, with a meaning without, and then stigma, which means point. So
useless information, but I did take Latin as a JIT in high school, and I did know A means without.
Literally translates to without.
I'm your doctor. Your future
and how this
doctor
relates
here.
to the eyes and how we see is that in a perfect world, all light would focus to a single point inside of the eye. But with
so he's basically saying that the light shines through your cornea and the lens, and it hits the focal point directly. So that's when you have normal vision. Boom.
Astigmatism, light doesn't focus to one.
So when you have astigmatism, so this isn't really the football thing that I was talking about, but it's still saying that the light kind of gets distorted. And so you can see that there's multiple focal points here.
Single point, it focuses to multiple points. And this creates almost like an oval shape of focus.
I didn't even go to school yet. Oval. I told you, like that football shape. This video is only 6 minutes, and I feel like I've yapped for 6.
And this results in not only blurred vision or vision that seems out of focus,
I see stuff like
but
this,
can also create almost
I feel like I see
around
things like
the edges
that, like
of
the
words
fuzziness.
and letters.
That's what I have.
In extreme cases, I've even had some patients tell me that they see double or ghosting of images.
So like diplopia, I think that's what this is called. And low-key, I'm looking at it, and I wonder if I'm seeing it even worse because I don't have my glasses on. Let me put my glasses
around
on.
Words and letters. Now, technically, there are different types of astigmatism.
Hold on, chat. Let me see if I put the... No, it's the same. It's the screen. I'm bugging out.
Of
No,
images
wait.
around
It's
words
worse.
and letters.
No, it's the
now,
same.
Technically, there are different types of astigmatism of the eye, but the most common is that of corneal astigmatism because
y'all should comment down below which one you guys have. If you don't know, you should hit me up, and I'll let you know.
There is a deformity.
Not right now, though, because I'm not a doctor in 4 years.
warpage to the front clear window to the eye that we call the cornea. Here we have an instrument in the eye clinic called a corneal topographer, which, just like doing elevation maps of a mountain, this device can map out.
I worked at an eye clinic before and I've never seen this machine, but it looks interesting.
Very subtle deformities and warpages that cause elevation changes on the surface of the eye. So, to an eye doctor, this is actually what corneal astigmatism looks like, which sort of makes the surface of the eye look like it was maybe bent or pinched in a way. But because the surface of the eye is warped in this way,
when I open up my own
that is
clinic,
why
I'm
people
definitely
with
getting
astigmatism can see the world like it's almost stretched. And that's why you see these classic images of people driving at nighttime and all of the lights
That's like the
seem
token image right
flattened
there, for
and
sure.
stretched out. In fact, when we test for astigmatism here in the clinic, we show different lenses in front of the eye, and some people can even notice this small shift and stretching of some letters. Now, other than the corneal astigmatism, there is technically what is called lenticular astigmatism, caused by the lens inside.
Lenticular astigmatism with the lens. That makes sense. So I think I have the first one. This lens one should be interesting to learn about. And I wonder which of the two you can't do surgery with, because there is one kind of astigmatism, and I think I have it. So it must have been the first one, where if you do the surgery for LASIK, my doctor straight up told me, he's just like, yo, I could take your money, but it might not work. So it's really up to you. But he's like, I'll take your money, but I'm just letting you know now. It's up to you if you want to do it or not.
The eye, but this is far less common, and if it does occur, usually happens more with age, just due to normal aging changes.
Okay, so the lens one is not as common. All right, and now he's going to tell us why.
Happen. Why is it that some people get astigmatism, and what causes it to change or get worse? Well, most cases of astigmatism are believed to be genetic, as astigmatism
Wow, I really knew this whole thing. We didn't even have to watch the whole video. I could have just told you.
can run in families. However, astigmatism can occur.
Okay, yeah, so that makes sense, because my dad has it, I have it, my cousin has it, but my cousin has it. I was going to say maybe on my mom's side, but my cousin on my dad's side has it. My sister has it. My youngest sister doesn't have it, though, but she got LASIK and she's doing fine now.
As a result of some eye diseases and some other conditions such as scarring of the eye. One example is that of keratoconus, which is where the cornea begins to progressively thin and then protrude out.
Keratoconus has got to be one of the ugliest things that you could have, low-key, because why would you want your eyeball to protrude like that? That's crazy.
Of the eye in the shape of a cone. And this can sometimes result in high levels of irregular astigmatism.
I wonder if you could get that fixed.
It can cause such blurred vision that even glasses can't correct for it sometimes. And because it is a progressive disease, then looking out for frequent glasses prescription changes is going to be important. So if you're somebody who frequently notices your glasses have to be updated multiple times throughout the year.
Most of the time, once you get past 21, I think, you only need to change your prescription every 2 years. I think your doctor will book you out every 2 years. I think you stop developing your eye muscles as much. But obviously, like I said, I'm not a doctor, so we'll know when we know, and I'll correct myself. I'll probably redo all my videos and be like, oh, this is what I thought is how it worked, and this is what I know now with all the education that I've received.
Keratoconus might be something to be concerned about. And have you ever heard a doctor say not to rub your eyes? We say that in part because there is a strong association.
What did I say? Don't stop rubbing your eyes. You're going to get astigmatism.
Between rubbing of the eyes and the development of keratoconus. Otherwise, because our bodies are always growing and changing.
There's an eye drop that my doctor recommended that I'll probably recommend too if I don't make my own. Let's see. Okay, the eye drops I was talking about were eye drops for itchiness, orange, bottle, white. I forgot what it was called. Not interested. Oh, I guess I could have AI'd it. Okay, right here. Zaditor. Eye itch relief. This is goated. I stand behind this. I will recommend it to my patients in the future. Or if I create my own bottle of eye drop reliefs, I'll recommend that. But in the meantime, this is what you guys should get. Back to the video.
The little changes to the eye's anatomy can affect how we see the world.
It's crazy.
It's not uncommon to see small.
It's crazy how delicate the eyes are. And I really didn't know about that until I started working at an eye clinic. And like a simple little change could really like destroy your eyes. just like the eye rubbing. It's crazy.
And changes in your levels of astigmatism and correction for that. So, how do we correct for astigmatism and help improve your vision? Well, thankfully, most cases of astigmatism can easily be corrected with a simple glasses prescription.
You know what sucks? You can use glasses to fix astigmatism, but once you reach a certain level, your contacts, the monthly ones, like the soft ones that people use regularly, not the hard ones. I don't even know what hard contacts do yet, but I'll know soon. They don't correct it, which sucks because I have that problem right now, and I really want to use it when I like go out to dinner or on a daily basis, but I can't really see. Sometimes if I wear them for a very long time, like a couple hours, towards like the last like 6-7 hours, they start to clear up. But at that point, I'm trying to go to bed, so it's really kind of pointless. I'd have to wake up at like the crack of dawn and then use them.
This tip I do like to share is that when buying glasses for astigmatism, because the lenses often have multiple curves on them, then you want to get something that has an anti-reflective or an anti-glare coating. That'll help cut down some of the glare you may experience. Now, despite what some people may have heard, astigmatism can be corrected with contact lenses. In fact, most soft contact lenses now do correct for some level of astigmatism. In fact, we usually call those toric contact lenses. However, some people with higher levels of astigmatism, they may not fit into those soft lenses, and so they may need to be fit into more of a custom designed contact lens, such as a gas permeable contact lens or a scleral contact lens. And if you want to know more about different contact lenses and the options for correcting vision on the eyes, I do have
I think we're going to do that video next time.
several videos on that, and I'll put a link to those in the description for you. But what about LASIK? Well, the good news is that LASIK and other forms of refractive surgery often do correct for astigmatism, or at least to a certain amount of it.
Yeah,
now, there's many different factors that go into play if someone's going to be a candidate for an eye
my
surgery.
doctor said that it might not work.
Ask your local eye doctor if you are a good candidate for that. Now, if you enjoyed today's video and learned something new, please do me a favor.
All right, boom. So that was the end of the video. Thank y'all for watching. Yeah, so leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know if you have astigmatism or not, and I hope you guys subscribe. I hope you guys follow on TikTok, Instagram, all that jazz. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see what the future holds. But that was my first reaction video, and we're gonna look back at this video once I become an actual doctor, and we'll be like, this kid he knew what he was talking about, or he didn't. And yeah, it'll be fun. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys follow along.